I am Joyce Marcellus and welcome to my channel. I am Toxic Sweet Shop and today we're doing Cakepop Raviolis. We're going to start with Decogel. I did use the white Decogel that is sold from Icing Images. I will put the link below. I did color it with a hint of Ivory just to give it more of that pasta color. And I used a plastic plate and I layered it with a thin layer of Crisco. You don't want to use something with like a flat surface and some kind of a border so you can create a thin layer of Decogel sheets. Once you have melted your Decogel within like 10-15 intervals, you're going to pour your Decogel into the plate and you're going to put it in the fridge to set for 10 to 15 minutes depending on the temperature of your fridge and your thickness of your sheet of Decogel. Once it has set, you can easily peel it off and you are ready to start cutting. So I did make a mistake and I did not film myself cutting the original ravioli. So I did want to show that I used a green one for reference size, but for this particular tutorial, I went with the bigger one so you can kind of really see how I make the actual ravioli. And these are just cutters that you can get at any local craft store, probably Amazon or online, and they have already the ridges. They have the soft area and then they have like, or the clean cut, and then they have the ridge one. Once you have cut both of your squares, we're then going to kind of cut all the little ridges. Originally, we just need something to keep the cake pop, like the backing. So here I used a marble cake pop. I put it right in the center. You kind of want to fit it to whatever size. You want to make sure it seals all completely. So then what I do is I kind of heat up the bottom layer and then put the cake pop back in. And then I start kind of heating the top of the actual ravioli, but you want to be extremely gentle. We're talking about just like a split second of heat and then you kind of see it drooping, and just make sure you're going towards the areas that you need. This is really sticky, so make sure your fingers have a little bit of Crisco and you have kind of like a wet nap as well to kind of help, control, and you just kind of want to seal all around the edges, and then you have stuffed cake pop raviolis. Now it's time for our pasta sauce. So I kind of went with like a creamy tomato pasta sauce. Here I'm using Mirror Glaze with a yellow airbrush color and white food color and copper orange kind of food color. You kind of want to mix a little bit of everything. It's going to be kind of, you're going to start with getting more of an orange base, and so we're going to need to start lighting it up. I did want to add a little bit of a hint of an ivory to kind of just give it a little bit, bring out more of the brown and yellow tones versus like such a red tone. And then I, added more yellow food color and some more white until I got that really nice, perfect, like tomato, creamy orange color pasta sauce. We're going to place it in the microwave for like 10 seconds to kind of just thin it out a bit more so it's easier to spread on the actual ravioli. And then I added a little bit more of the actual Mirror Glaze, a little bit of some spices like real basil. Now, if you don't want to use real basil, you can actually use wafer paper. You're going to airbrush it, put it through the shredder, and color it. And when I mean shredder, I mean like a spice grinder or a food processor. And then I use a spatula to kind of spread the pasta sauce. And like a real chef, they clean their plate. And then I sprinkled some more spices. And I also sprinkled some chocolate Parmesan cheese. And there it is. Make sure you guys hit a like on the video and subscribe, and don't miss out on more food tutorials.